Hi there and welcome back to my channel and this update for Pan Those Eyeshadows. I am working on 4 shadows every month and these are the 4 palettes that I have been working on. Last time I actually got to roll in 4 new, so all of these were new from last time and also all the shades were new to me. So I'm not going to show you any before pictures because you know what a new what a new shadow looks like. So let's start from the beginning in the order they were rolled in. Again, they came in last month, so I've been working on them for the same amount of time. But I rolled this Max & More in first, and you can already see that I have actually hit pan in A3 here. I have worn so much green this month. It is crazy, especially this last week. I actually hit pan on this today. So I'm excited. I didn't think I would have this as a pan for this update because I didn't hit pan this morning, but when I came home it kind of had creased on me. I think it's about my new base or that it's getting hot here. I don't know, but I needed to apply more of it and I hit pan. So I'm very excited about that one. Then we have the Espresso Yourself, and I worked on the shade Cinnamon Cream, which is this one right here. And there's the pan. And I would say that this is the hardest shade to work with for me. I love it how, like, when I swatch it, it's really, really pretty, but it's too warm for me. And I did find a way to use it though, and that is kind of how I hit pan on it. And that is simply by using it as a colorful eyeliner, which I've never done before, so it was really interesting. I used this one and the 2 greens that I have in this project, and also some other shades. I could also actually incorporate the brown from this palette as well. So I had a look for all of these 4 colors, and I used it, I think, the same look 4 or 5 times. I grew a little tired of it, but it was really, I think it's my most, different look that I've ever done. So yeah, we have another pan. Then we have Champagne Eyes by Sunkissed, and I worked on 3C, which is this color, which I hit pan on. This was the first shade I hit pan on because I could use this as a standalone color. I actually brought this whole palette with me when I went away, when they were renovating my apartment and stuff. So I have used some other shades. You can kind of see small dips forming in some of the shades, these ones as well. So yeah, I am happy with that. So that was actually my first pan that I hit. So 3 out of 4. Let's see the e.l.f. G2, which was also a green one. There it is. I think I hit pan on this today actually as well, in this green look. So I really wanted to hit pan on both of these today, and I hit pan on this one, and then I thought this would be kind of left over to next month, but then I hit pan right like a few minutes ago before I started recording this. Also, let me know what you think about this like layout, or having the shades like this, or if you would like to see my face. I am doing this because my apartment isn't ready after the renovation, so yeah, I didn't want to film in the usual place. But let me know what you think about this layout, if you actually prefer this. Personally, I prefer looking at people's faces, but I think this might be easier to see. I don't know, let me know. Anyway, we have 4 shades rolling out. So let's roll 4 new in. And I have my Pretty Random app. I have inserted my number 12706. And I'm going to just write them down. 605. 211, 442, 295, and then we have some backups in case these are way too similar to my Pan That palette, or maybe even my level up project. I don't know. We'll see. I'll check them out and I'll be back soon. Okay, so I'm back now. These are the palettes I'm going to work on. So let's go from the beginning and see which shades I got. I'm not going to show you what's in here because this is my level up palette and I'm not sure if that is going up a few days after or before this. I think it's actually after, so I don't want to, you know, spoil anything how it looks. So I'm just going to swatch it for you so that you can see the color. This is how the shade looks. I have used it a handful of times and look at that. So let's see how that looks swatched. I love this one. This is the only, I think, true silver I have. Like, it is stunning. I love it so much. So I really, really like this color, but we're going into summer now and this is pretty dark. And I realized that I really have to lower my expectations because this is the second month in a row that I have actually finished all 4 shadows or hit pan on them. And I really don't think I will be able to do that next time. And so I really have to remember my goal to try to hit pan in at least 1 shade. And if I do anything more, that's great. But, you know, that is my goal. And I shouldn't like hype myself up to, oh, what if I can finish all 4? If I do, that's great, of course, but I don't want to set the standards too high, especially now when I want to wear lighter makeup in the summer. And I realize that I am creasing a lot. I don't know if it depends on my new eyeshadow base or if it is just because it's hot. I don't know. So anyway, that is the first shade. The next shade is Iconic and the Diary Memories by Makeup Mecca. And that is this one. And this is brand new. I'm happy to work with some newer and some older palettes as well. This is the Iconic. So let's see how that looks. So it is more to the orange side, I would say. I hope you can see that. And it is a little bit like a color I have in my Pan That palette, but on the other hand, I have hit pan on that. So I don't need to work on that anymore, so I can have this in. The next shade is 442, which is Jet Setter from Tarte's In Bloom palette. And that is way too much like a shadow I have in my Pan That palette that I'm currently working on, so I will not be rolling that one in. But finally, my biggest palette is here. It's the Exotic Pop. I love how this looks, but it is a bit intimidating because there are so many colors in here and I haven't really worked with colors before this year. So this is barely touched, even though I've had it for a few years. I don't know, 2 years, 3. And it is the shade Wine, this number 65 here. It's this one here. So it's like a wine red color. I love the color in itself, but this is something that I've dreaded, getting a red. At least it's not bright red, so I could probably use it like to deepen up my mauve tones or something. Yeah, it scares me a little bit, but what can I do? It will be fun to play around with. Hopefully I can find a way to use it. Maybe as, like if I use it with a lip balm and use it as a lip gloss or something. So we're going to my backup shades, and the first one was from my Pan That palette, so I'm not working on that one. So we're moving on to the next one. The next shade is from my Spotlight palette. We have had this in before. We had this blue in here. I hit pan on that one a few months ago. And now it's time for this one, this glittery purple shade. Hope you can see that. Oh, I actually didn't swatch the red for you. I'm going to do that first. I actually think it's really pretty, but a little bit intimidating. So let's see what this purple looks like as well. Oh, it's actually much lighter than I thought. Let's see if we can build that up a bit. No, not that much. It's actually very pretty. I was a little bit intimidated by that as well, but I think that will go very well. Ooh, I can see these two together, the silver in this one. Ooh, that could be lovely. Huh. This is a really interesting color story. Like I said, I'm intimidated, but at the same time, extremely excited. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and that I'll see you next time. Bye.